Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we are going to try this pattern here. This is pattern 104151 on friendshipbracelets.net. Now I'm just going to copy out a part of it and bring that into our template. So this is a 12-string pattern. Hang on, let me rotate this around, transform, rotate 90, and we're going to enlarge it. So part of what I'm doing here is finding a nice center so that way the bracelet seems very deliberately made. Like some people just kind of eyeball it and decide kind of wherever they want. I like to balance out my bracelets pretty well as I like this little exercise of trying to decode the pattern with just this image, which is kind of the same skills that you would use if you had a photo of a bracelet, but you didn't know quite how it was made. So without looking at the other pattern, trying to detective work your way through it. So I think this is what we're going to use as the center here, in between whatever the heck this thing is. I don't know what that is. It's an interesting look. Oh, let's first we have to anchor the floating layer and go down to the bottom layer so we can start painting things in. So, whoa. There we go. Yeah. All right, now we're off. So there's 3 this way, 3 this way. Comes back down. Those are our dots in the middle. There's something coming up here, and it goes one more and makes this little diamond. So this comes out. There's the little diamond. Let's go ahead and use this gold and yellow. I do actually have a yellow variegated floss to use, so that'll work out really well with this one, I think. And it would have to be the yellow inside here because this part only uses 2 strands where the red uses the rest. Wait, so it's 2, 4, 6 of them are red? 8 of them. 8 of them are red. Can't do math in my head very easily. Alright, so back to the red. This way. One here. Yeah, this is a fairly confusing sort of pattern. So these things sort of face in towards each other, which is sort of cool. And then there's yellow one here, yellow one here, one here, one here. Here. I think that's right. Honestly, I've got nothing as to how to describe this. Like, there's no... It's just different, isn't it? Alright. So now let's move our pattern up a little bit so we can see where we're going. So there were the dots here. So it's the yellow back in over here. So there's not much space in between where these things repeat. So that's that shape. 2 in the middle here. I think it ends kind of perfectly there. I think this is supposed to be yellow at the top point. Oh, wait. Hang on. It would be from here to here. This would be these ones. Where are this? This is here and here. Alright, so we know there's only 2 of these strands, so there's going to be some zigzagging going on around here. So let's try and see how much we can accomplish with one strand first, and then see if we can't figure out how the second strand works. Alright, this is yellow diamonds down here at the bottom. And it's a yellow here, right? Yes. So we already have a problem. Comes through okay. But then how does it... If it comes out straight here, then this box would end up being yellow, because it would be yellow in one side, yellow at the other. This comes out instead. This could come this way, come back to do the dot. This way. This then changes. Oh wow, so this is actually much more difficult than I had originally imagined. Up this way. Wow. That came up that way. This point comes in and comes out. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot more zigzags than I had originally thought. That's okay. All right, so now to color it in, we can select all of the ones that are not colored in because we got the yellows all sorted out, right? We can fill it in with red. Whoops, fill a whole selection. There we go. Now we can get our inspiration out of the way. The select tool, the rectangular select tool. Use our guidelines here. We copy and paste it. Then we use the flip tool. So now all that work that we did on the right side is now transferred over to the left side. We can now anchor that floating layer and merge it down with the original. Get our rectangular select again. Control C, Control V. Flip it on the center point, and now our bracelet is nice and symmetrical. It is put onto a graph paper that I feel like this graph paper is so much easier to read. You can see where your edges are. You don't have these imaginary little extra dots or whatever. It's just easier to use in general. And it's all perfectly balanced. It's going to turn out really nice. And then with the variegated floss, who knows how that'll turn out. But I have yellow, and yeah, I could go with red. That would be fine. So kind of a Chinese New Year's look, but that's okay. We'll give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. Before I go, let me just quick thank my YouTube members for making this possible. We go through an awful lot of string around here, and it's their contributions that help. I do want to grow this a lot though, because I want to do giveaways. So if you're interested in that, you want to see behind the scenes and help support the channel, it's easy. It's down by the subscribe button. It just says join, and it's like $4 a month to help out this channel. So that'd be awesome. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.